Yeah,
he was
including the thing. Yep. So, all that said, Nightmare on Elm Street, rule of the day for me.
Good deal. Well, I mean, it's no surprise. It's not giving you shit or anything. It's obvious what your number one would be, and I think it was pretty obvious what our number one would be. But a nice little mention to Silent Night, Deadly Night. We all had it on there pretty high. If you averaged it out, that would probably be, I guess it would be our number two overall if we were to average this out. And then Nightmare on Elm Street would be between 2 and 3, I guess. But so there you go. Pretty consistent in the top few there. It's just at the bottom sucked so bad. So I guess hopefully 1985 is better next month. I don't have a date for that yet. I don't think. We may have talked about it at some point, but I don't recall. I know we're doing Andre Chikatilo September 4th, I believe. So I know that much. That's what I know. And next week we're doing the Menendez brothers. I didn't say Ramirez this time. Be proud.
Well, it was a great show, guys, and I appreciate the shout out on Chikatilo. That's going to be a fun show. If you haven't watched the film with Jeffrey DeMunn in it, it is available on Amazon Prime and probably some other outlets. I suggest you watch that. It's very good.
I did want to talk about what we've watched over the last couple of weeks, but before I do that, Vic and I are big wrestling fans. There have been 4 wrestling deaths lately. It was Brickhouse Brown, Nikolai Volkov, the Brian Christopher one, which I'll come back to, and Jim Neidhart. That Brian Christopher one's really fucked up now that they look into it. It sounds, and if I had to put my theory to it, it sounds like some other inmate beat the shit out of him, and then later in the day, because the guards didn't get him medical treatment, he died. And then they may have faked the way he died by hanging with shoelaces. Like, that's what I think. If I had to throw out a theory as to what happened to him, that's what I think. What about you, Vic?
Yeah, man. I don't know. The whole thing just seems kind of odd, but I would say that seems the most likely scenario.
20 cameras off? You know what I'm saying? They have 20 cameras.
Yeah, it just seemed weird. I think after reading stuff and hearing stuff from like his friends and family or whatever, I definitely think there was some type of setup and it was more of a murder than a suicide for sure.
Oh yeah, indeed. Yeah, it was a fucked up situation. And see, I don't even know if I'd call it a murder. I think it was a cover-up. People get in fights. Sometimes people die after the fact, and then they covered it up. That's what I think. So, but anyway, we all watched a movie, and it wasn't by plan. Vic and I watched it together. Blake watched it with his lovely wife, The Meg. So, Blake, I'll let you talk about The Meg first, and then Vic and I will get into it. What do you think of it?
I don't know. You guys keep fucking me up. I haven't seen The Meg yet. I'm taking her next week to see it on her birthday.
Oh, she said you fucking watched it. All right. I thought you took
She
it
said
already.
She said that we had just watched Shark Night for the first time, but I think what she was trying to say was I was taking her for her birthday. I've already heard enough about it. A lot of people, it's a mixed bag. You're not going to hurt my feelings if you talk about it. I read the book, so I know what happens.
Oh, I won't spoil it. I don't need to spoil it. There's no reason to because it's not a plot.
You're not going to spoil. Just talk about the goddamn thing.
Well,
You're not going to
bother. I'm going to talk about it. Calm down, buddy. Calm down.
You can't spoil something for somebody who already has read the book about it. You can't spoil it. So.
Well, I mean, if it's a totally fucking different story. But anyway,
if they do that, then I understand why half the people are like, "What the fuck,"
It's an action movie to me, not a horror movie. I think Vic would probably agree with that. And it was all right. It took a long time to get going. Vic fell asleep at one point because Vic has narcolepsy or something, especially in theaters.
Only the movies are boring.
It was just okay. That's how I felt about it. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't great. It was somewhere in between. And for me, it was a low 3 out of 4 machetes. It was fine. I'd watch it again. I don't need to go back to the theater to watch it again, even if I can watch it for free. It just, I always say this, but it was a longer movie than it needed to be. Once again, they could have trimmed that shit down, and I feel like they couldn't shit or get off the pot as far as what type of movie it was. It was tongue in cheek, but it never got so far as to be like Piranha 3D, and that's what I wanted. Either you go Piranha 3D and fucking be ridiculous, or be like Jaws and be serious. But they couldn't really figure out which one they wanted to go with. It felt like there was just no commitment there. So, I don't know, Dick, you talk.
First of all, it was definitely, what the hell is that?
I don't know, Blake's having sex with the phone, I think.
Who's making all that racket in the background while I'm talking?
Blake?
I don't know, I don't hear any racket.
Yeah, it's because you're making the racket, that's why you don't hear it, sir.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm standing still. There's nothing in here making any noise.
Don't rub the ding-ding on the phone, please.
Is that the something? Ding-ding rubbing?
He rubs the ding-ding on the phone.
Anyway, so my thoughts on the movie are, first of all, it was too long. The first half just drug out and it was boring, and you're supposed to sleep during the first half of the movie. The second half I thought was real good. I mean, it was like, I don't want to talk about it too much, because I know, Blake, I can't spoil it for you, Blake, blah, 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 but still, I can spoil it for other people that are waiting for it to show up on their movie pass.
Yeah, just talk about it. Talk about it how you want to. It's not going to bother me. I'm still going to take her to see it. I promise.
You better be a good husband and take her to see it. But no, like,
I'm going to be a good husband. I'm a good husband. Shit.
I'm not.
That's what I heard. Seriously though, I thought it was good for what it was. I didn't expect much going into it, so it kind of worked out. There's this guy on my Facebook that's been pimping it up like it's the greatest movie of all time. I think he's crazy.
Ridiculous. And he won't even counter. I was trying to get him to argue with me, and he wouldn't do it.
Well, I thought he commented on his shit, but I didn't see him reply.
Yeah, he never replied.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Not
but I mean,
anyway.
It's a decent movie. It's nothing I'd go out of my way to watch again. But I'd give it a 3 out of 4 whenever it all comes down to it. Probably a low 3. But I mean, no, I enjoyed it, but it's not something I'm gonna go out of my way to watch again. I'm not going to rush out and buy it on Blu-ray when it first comes out or anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than the Sharknadoes.
Yeah, well, the Sharknado committed to being stupid, and it was, and it just wasn't something that we loved. You know, it was fine. I didn't want to watch any of the sequels, so. But, you know, I'm glad the Meg exists. I just thought it could have been better. That's just me. So, fellas, I did watch one other movie. I tried to watch a couple of other movies, but they sucked, so I quit watching them on Netflix. But I watched The Boy on Netflix. Have you guys seen this at all, The Boy?
Yes. Yeah, I saw it about a year and a half ago. Yep.
Did you like it?
Oh, yeah. What an ending, too. I live for endings like that.
It reminded me of Dead Silence mixed with House of Wax, the new House.
I never saw Dead Silence.
Well, it was good. The Boy was good, and Vic, I just wanted to throw out that recommendation to you, sir, that you should check out on Netflix. The Boy.
Is somebody washing dishes or something? Who's washing dishes?
Not me.
Nobody's washing dishes. I'm getting food, so you're probably hearing me making noise.
Okay, so was he making the racket?
Not before. Before I don't know what. Before I was reading about that Brian Christopher Lawler thing. I hadn't seen any of that news. Now all of a sudden I'm seeing where all that's come out that they don't think it's what it was and all that. So I don't know what you heard, but no, I'm in the dishwasher right now, actually trying to get shit put away so that I can eat because I'm starving.
Ah, you are washing dishes. That's right.
No, they're not washed. They were washed last night. They're dry. Putting them away, and that wasn't what I was doing earlier. So I don't know what you heard.
Lauren Cohen from The Walking Dead, that probably doesn't ring a bell to you, Vic, is in it. And she's hot, and she didn't show her boobies, though, so that was sad. But she's still hot.
You guys were talking about Sharknado. You guys were talking about Sharknado. I've never seen any of those, but I did talk to somebody that was in one of them. Dan Yeager was in, I think, Sharknado 3 or 4.
Well, I talked to him. I didn't even realize he was in it.
Yeah, he's in it.
I just didn't care. That's probably the truth. I'm like, you were Leatherface. That's good enough for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I tried to watch some other horror movies on Netflix, and Vic, they were kind of like the ones you recommended or that we tried to do before, and they're just not very good. And I'm like giving up on movies now. I'm not going to sit there if it's not good, you know?
Oh no, man, that's not true. Don't give up, because I found a couple the other night that were kick ass. I wasn't expecting to find anything good at all, and I found two that were
No, I'm just saying,
brilliant.
if it doesn't hook me, I'm fucking bailing on it.
Oh, well, some of them are a slow burn, so I try to sit through. If it gets me if within 30 minutes I feel like I can work my way through it and enjoy it, I'll stick around. But if at 30 minutes I'm not hooked, yeah, I'll turn that shit off in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
But yeah, I found two that were really fucking good, man. Were awesome. But I'll get into that whenever it gets to my turn. But I was just saying, don't give up, buddy. Mm-hmm.
This is really cool. The new talk show format, because I'm sitting here looking at the screen, and because you were talking, it's showing 615 on the screen, because that way I knew who was talking. It's kind of cool.
Yep, that'd be my area code.
Yep, that's
area code.
Nashville.
I'm gonna have to tell these people when they come see me at the convention, like, hey, check out the show that I do a podcast thing for, because they always say I'm from Bumfuck Nashville. They have no idea how wrong they are. They're 45 minutes wrong. I'm Bumfuck Portland, not Bumfuck Nashville. Anyway,
your gears this week, because my thing is I just kind of hate everything, and I don't want to leave the house ever. But
well, you completely skipped over the new horror that I've been watching. But fuck you, whatever.
All right, buddy, what you got? I guess that's what grinding your gears is, that I would fucking skip over.
Yeah.
He's so angry tonight, Blake.
He is angry tonight. All because we didn't put Nightmare at number one.
No. I don't care that you didn't put Nightmare at number one. You both gave really good reasons for having Friday the 13th, Part 4 up there. And I had it as well, because obviously it did mean something to me, or it wouldn't have made the list. I don't put shitty movies that I don't care about on my list. Even if it's only to watch once, I'll still put it. So obviously, I care about Friday the 13th Part 4. No, I saw a couple. One was a show that we just watched, and one was a movie. The movie was called We're Still Here. That shit is gory as fuck, guys. We Are Still Here. Yeah, that shit right there is gory as fuck. We're talking gore for no good goddamn reason. Like, I've seen people getting fucked up, just blood shooting out every fucking where, just ridiculous.
I like it.
It's worth it. It's worth it. No, seriously, I was shocked, because I haven't seen that much blood in one scene in quite some time. It freaked me the fuck out. I was like, wow. And then the other one was it's called Channel Zero. I think that one's on Amazon Prime. It's like a series. The first season is free, so I watched the first season. Good shit. Gory as fuck as well. It's got a twist you'll never see coming, unless you pay real close attention. Yep, those two. We Are Still Here and Channel Zero. I recommend it.
I'm drunk.
Oh, shit. You stopped giving a fuck about what I was saying by like 10 minutes ago or something.
I was sitting there realizing how drunk I was while you were talking. I'm like, wow, I really am drunk right now. Jesus Christ, I gotta get up to
because normally you can stand me talking, but I could hear you as I was talking. You going, I could tell there was some distaste in with what I was saying. So
no, I was jacking.
I apologize. Oh, you sound like that when you're jacking it? Jesus.
Yeah. I'm an animal. Just like Vic.
Certified animal.
You and me do. Now you're doing it. See? Can't be doing that. I don't even feel like walking outside pissing in the bushes now. See, that's how drunk I am.
I thought you were going to say you don't feel like walking outside doing that. I was like, I don't suggest you go outside and do that. But
I do it outside all the time.